Hello, everyone. Olin Giles here with Why Christianity. Welcome back to the Bible or Bukhari. Today we're looking at Volume 1, Book 8, and Hadith number 374. This section begins chapter 15, and we start off with a question. If someone offers a prayer in a garment bearing the marks of a cross or pictures, will the prayer be annulled, and what is forbidden thereof? Of course, Muhammad goes on to answer this question in the Hadith, and we're told that he didn't like this curtain that was hanging up in Aisha's home. And so he tells her to take it away because its pictures are displayed in front of him during his prayers. Evidently, there was some type of image on this curtain that was distracting him. We also know that Muhammad despised the cross. And of course, Surah 4, 157 says in reference to Jesus, they killed him not, nor crucified him, but so it was made to appear so. This is the only verse in the Quran that mentions the crucifixion. 40 Arabic words that really just don't tell us much at all. Later on, Bukhari tells us in book 60, hadith number 118, that Jesus will return someday to break the cross, kill the pigs, and stand as a witness against Christians. These few select writings have led thousands of Muslims all across the globe to reject the historical Christian gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. There are three essential elements to this gospel: the deity, death, and resurrection of Christ. Islam rejects all three of them, but historically, Christians have held to these three beliefs since the conception of the church. And the evidence is so overwhelmingly in favor of Christianity that even atheist and agnostic scholars believe that Christ died by crucifixion and his disciples believed that they encountered the risen Jesus. Now, obviously, atheist and agnostic scholars don't believe the disciples actually encountered the risen Jesus, and they try to explain it away by way of hallucinations or some other natural reason. But again, the point is Christianity has early eyewitness testimony in support of the cross. Some would say that the creed in 1 Corinthians 15 dates to within months of the cross. The late atheist scholar Gerd Ludemann said no more than 3 years from the events of the cross. And yet, Muslims would have us to believe Muhammad, who comes along some 600 years later at best. This hadith that we just read from Bukhari, he died in 870 AD, and he lived in Bukhara, some 2,600 miles from Mecca. He didn't know Muhammad. He wasn't in the place nor the time. Moreover, he had over 600,000 hadiths, and he did away with all of them but 7. So we might rightly ask, by what standard did he judge these stories or these traditions by? Why should we trust a man who died over 200 years after Muhammad and some 800 years after the events of the cross? There's just absolutely no good reason to be a Muslim. So Muslims, I invite you once again to come to the one true God. Come to the real Jesus. He loves you. Romans 5:8 says that he demonstrated his own love towards you in this: while you are still a sinner, Christ died for you. He offers you the gift of salvation, but you have to receive it through faith. If you don't believe that, Acts 17:31 says that God has set a day when he will judge the world with justice by the man he has appointed, and that man is Jesus Christ. And he has given proof of this to everyone by raising him from the dead. So my prayer for you today is that you would come to know the truth and that you would come to know him personally.